Hello, my name is Crystal, and I'm going to talk about middle adulthood, the developmental stage for adults between 40 and 65 years old. Piecing together life's jigsaw puzzle. The four main objectives of today's presentation is 1. Understand the major changes in middle adulthood. 2. Explore the impact of stress in this developmental stage. 3. Examine how this stage influences changes to spirituality. And 4. Identify meaningful moments during this stage. While everyone wants to stay young forever, getting older has its benefits too. My thesis is that middle adulthood, ages 40 to 65, is like assembling a jigsaw puzzle, where we gather the scattered pieces from our past and start to create a complete picture of our life. The introduction to this presentation is basically that the middle age stage involves many social, physical, cognitive, emotional, and spiritual changes. Gaining wisdom is one of the many benefits that help shape our identities and relationships. Sandrock, 2018. Physical changes. Middle adulthood is a time when the body starts to show signs of aging. Here are 3 examples. 1. Vision and hearing. Many people notice their senses, like vision and hearing, aren't as sharp as before and start to wear glasses and or hearing aids. Sandrock, 2018. 2. Metabolism slows down. The metabolism also slows down, making it easier to gain weight. Many start changing their diets because their doctors directed them to. 3. Health issues. The risk of developing chronic health issues is higher, often because of stress as well as their lifestyle choices from their younger years. Stradinger, Bluck, 2001. But if we're paying attention to these possibilities when we're young adults, we may have this piece of the puzzle solved already. We must build the daily habit of treating our body well in our youth. Cognitive changes. Paul B. Pilates was a German psychologist studying aging, intelligence, and lifespan development psychology. He suggested the plasticity of the brain applies to middle adulthood too. While certain cognitive abilities decline with age, other things can remain stable or even improve. The first example is intelligent declines in middle adulthood. It shows up as slower processing speeds, and the brain has a harder time handling new information over time. 2. Memory performance in middle adulthood is a double-edged sword. For example, recalling new information may decline, but long-term memory remains stable or can improve in some cases. 3. Improve problem-solving skills. When the middle-aged adult can fall back on their years of knowledge and experience. And 4. Creativity can flourish in middle adulthood because there is a wealth of knowledge and experience that they can use for new and creative projects. Baltes and Pilates, 1990. By relying on pieces of things we've learned from the past, the brain can use these pieces to perform better than ever before. Emotional changes. Healthy coping skills are like the corners of a puzzle. Essential, but not always connected to the rest of the puzzle until you gain experience and fit them with the other pieces. There are 5 examples. The first one, midlife crisis. According to Marjorie E. Lockman, most people do not experience a severe midlife crisis. Instead, they tend to undergo gradual and manageable transitions. These changes often lead to self-reflection and personal growth rather than turmoil. Lockman, 2004. Second one is higher life satisfaction. This stage can be a time of enjoying the fruits of their earlier efforts. They also have a clearer understanding of their goals, values, and what brings them joy. Lockman, 2004. The third one is stable personality. Personality traits such as openness, conscientiousness, extroversion, agreeableness, and neuroticism tend to remain relatively stable during middle adulthood. Lockman, 2004. 4. Coping with stress. People in this stage often use a mix of problem-solving strategies, social support, and adaptive thinking to manage stress. These skills help them handle the demands of midlife more effectively than they might have in earlier years. Lockman, 2004. And 5. Emotional regulation. Middle adults are better at regulating their emotions and have a more mature approach to dealing with life's ups and downs. Lockman, 2004. Relationships and social changes. Marital changes, for example, marriages can experience ups and downs during this period. The empty nest syndrome can lead to renewed closeness or shine a spotlight on any major marital issues. The second one is friendships shift. Middle-aged adults often deepen their existing friendships, or they might make new friends through their involvement such as church groups or hobby clubs, for example. 3. Careers ending. During middle adulthood, many people can't do the same job, so they might change careers or seek a promotion or job hop. Some may also start planning for retirement. 4. Caregiving transitions. Instead of caregiving for young children, many in this stage will start to care for their elderly parents. This can create a stronger bond between the parent and adult child. Fingerman and Charles, 2010. The way we form relationships and other social circles in our youth will be mirrored in our attempts when we reach middle adulthood. This is why it's important to maintain friendships and family ties. Spiritual changes. This piece of the puzzle was missing in my life for a very long time, but now I have found it, and my life feels more complete. 6 areas for spiritual changes are increased participation. Participating in religious activities provides a sense of community and support, which is especially comforting during this time of life when one might face various challenges. Another one is searching for meaning. As people enter middle adulthood, they start to think more deeply about life's purpose and their own place in the world. Another spiritual change is reassessing beliefs. People often re-examine their spiritual and religious beliefs, questioning and redefining them based on their new life experiences. There's also enhanced spirituality. With a deeper focus on spirituality, middle-aged adults tend to feel a greater sense of peace, purpose, and a deeper connection to God. Improved faith. Many adults find that their faith provides comfort, resilience, and a sense of hope during tough times. And lastly, seeking connection. Oftentimes, middle-aged adults have a sense of loss and regret. They seek connection to those with like-minded beliefs. Levin, 2013. My last area for this developmental stage is activities, for both hobbies and leisure. Don't be afraid to play. Even when you're young, your future self will thank you for it. For one, find time for hobbies. Whether it's gardening, reading, or playing bingo, these activities can help balance the demands of work. 2. Leisurely time. Taking a time out from stress provides a much-needed break and contributes to personal satisfaction. 3. Volunteering. Helping others not only benefits the community, but also enhances one's sense of purpose and personal well-being. And 4. Lifelong learning. Keeping the brain engaged with learning new things helps with memory function, both long-term and short-term. Valiant, 2002. In conclusion, now that all the pieces are here, what is the full picture? Well, I can't really speak for you on what your full picture would look like, but I will speak for myself. For one, adapt to physical and mental shifts. Changes in my body and mind during middle adulthood will require me to find new ways to manage my daily life. 2, redefining relationships and roles. Communicating my new goals during this stage can move my personal relationships into a more meaningful connection. 3, finding strength in spirituality and purpose. Engaging in spiritual practices and meaningful activities will help me cope with challenges and find personal satisfaction. I'd like to end on what inspired this thesis, which is a quote by Leah Pulkkinen. The metaphor of having to fit hundreds of pieces together to make a jigsaw puzzle is a good one for writing this synthesis of results. Thank you so much for your time, and I hope to talk to you on the next project. These are my references, and that is me. Thanks again.